Hello everyone, I Syed Nawaz and welcome back to my YouTube channel Petroleum Universe. So in today's video we are going to see something about eigenvalues and eigenvectors, which is a second part of linear algebra. So let us quickly see that. So now let us see the definition of eigenvalue. It is nothing but let A be a matrix of elements A, I, j and whose order is n into n by n. Be any n row square matrix and lambda is a scalar. Then equation Ax is equal to lambda x is called eigenvalue. We find non-zero solution to x satisfying the eigenvalue problem, and these non-zero solution to x are called eigenvectors. Okay, note that the corresponding lambda values are called eigenvalues of A. So that is the definition. So let us now see what is characteristic matrix. So here I wrote Ax into lambda x, but here I have A minus lambda I, where I is a unitary matrix. So let us first see that how we got that. So to find the eigenvector of a matrix, let what I just wrote, what I just read about, let A be the matrix of element A, I, j, whose order is n by n matrix, and x be an eigenvector to the corresponding value, eigenvalue lambda. Okay, then by definition we can see that Ax is equals to lambda x, what we have seen above. Then if you let us in the previous video I have explained you about the property of an identity matrix, that with whoever it multiplied means any matrix which is multiplied by identity matrix will remain the same. Okay, so it won't change anything if you go back to this step. Okay, then equation will become Ax is equal to identity matrix into lambda x, right? So if you take it to left hand side, then it is Ax minus lambda Ix equal to 0, then A minus lambda I into x is equals to 0. Okay, so this is an homogeneous system of n equation in n unknowns. So this will have a non-zero solution x if, let us say what we have left before, that is a characteristic matrix. So this particular term is nothing to be is called as characteristic matrix, and if that matrix has a determinant and whose value is equals to 0 is called a characteristic matrix. Although it has to be a singular matrix, then only you can say that this particular equation is a characteristic equation of A. So let us understand this by an example, which is nothing but A equals to 4 minus 2 minus 2 1. So the characteristic equation for this, it will be A minus lambda I like this. Okay, and which is equals to, so here I want to tell you one thing, that wherever you have to add minus lambda to the diagonal elements. Like you can see here that 4 is an diagonal element, and apart from that 1 is a diagonal element. So as you can even see here, I have added minus lambda to these two elements. Okay, so and apart from that I just wrote the same remaining two elements. So the matrix, the equation is 4 minus lambda minus 2 minus 2 1 minus lambda equal to 0. So further, if you should take a determinant of these four elements, which is nothing but A into D minus of B into C. So 4 minus lambda into 1 minus lambda minus of minus 2 into minus 2 equal to 0. So if you further simplify this, you will get an equation in this form, lambda square minus 5 lambda equals 0. And if you further simplify this, then this will give you the two values which are nothing but lambda is equal to 0, 5. So these are nothing but the eigenvalues of this particular A matrix, right? And so I hope you understood up to here. And these lambda equal to 0, 5 are also called as, what I mean to say is these eigenvalues can also be called as characteristic roots and characteristics values, latent roots, proper values, and finally eigenvalues. Okay, right. And so now let us see the another term in spectrum of A. So spectrum of A is nothing but, as we got the value of lambda is, which is nothing but 0, 5. So this combined 0, 5 is called as spectrum of A. So now let us see the definition. the set of eigenvalues. The set of eigenvalues of matrix A is called a spectrum of A. Okay, so I hope you understood the spectrum of A. Now let us see. We have seen this before to understand this particular equation, A minus lambda I, right? Which is nothing but which is used to find the eigenvector of a matrix. Okay, so let us quickly see another example in which we are going to find an eigenvalue and eigenvector of a particular matrix at a time. So let us consider this particular matrix A 5 4 1 2, and the characteristic matrix is equals to A minus lambda I is equals to 5 minus lambda 4 1 2 minus lambda. Then the characteristic equation of A. So make sure yourself that characteristic matrix and characteristic equation, they both are different terms, and in characteristic equation you are just taking out the determinant of characteristic matrix, and which is nothing but a singular matrix, right? Okay, so now let us take a characteristic equation 5 minus lambda 4 2 minus lambda is equal to 0. So I am doing the same what I just did before. I'm just taking a determinant A into D minus B into C is equals to 0. So 5 minus lambda 2 minus lambda whole into 1 into 4 is equal to 0. So 10 minus 5 lambda minus 2 lambda, lambda into lambda square minus 4, which gives you the final equation as lambda square minus 7 lambda plus 6 equal to 0. So once you take factorization for this, then you will get in value as lambda equal to 1, 6. So this lambda equal to 1, 6 are nothing but the eigenvalues of matrix A. Okay, so now let us consider the system what we have just wrote above, which is nothing but this one, A minus lambda I into x is equals to 0, where x is an eigenvector, right? So after finding that, now I am using the same system. A minus lambda I is nothing but your equation characteristic matrix A minus lambda I. Then the eigenvectors, we have two eigenvectors x1 and x2, which is equals to 0. Okay, so to get the eigenvector x corresponding to each eigenvalue, lambda we have to solve lambda we have to substitute in equation 1, and we have to solve that particular equation. So first I am using the first case, which means I'm taking the lambda value as 1. So eigenvector correspond to the lambda is equals to 1. So by keeping lambda equal to 1 in equation 1, I am getting as 5 minus 1 4 1 2 minus 1, x1 x2 equals to 0, 0. Okay, so now let us see the system of equation. The system of equation is we can get over from here is like 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So 4 into x1 plus 4 into x2 is equals to this term 0. Similarly with the next line equation, 1 into x1, 2 minus 1 is 1, so 1 into x2. So here I get x1 plus x2 equal to 0. So from these two equations, I can simply say you that x2 is equals to x2 is equals to x minus x1, or I can say x1 is equals to minus x2. So here I am taking x2 equal to minus alpha. So automatically it will become that x1 is equals to alpha, right? So the eigenvalues for the matrix for this particular system are nothing but 1, minus 1, where alpha is not equal to 0, which means that alpha is a scalar to that particular matrix. So hence 1, minus 1 is an eigenvector of corresponding eigenvalue lambda equal to 1. So now let us take the eigenvector for let us find the eigenvector for the corresponding eigenvalue lambda equal to 6. So now I'm applying the same procedure what I have just applied before for lambda equal to 1, like it is 5 minus 6 2 minus 6, the remaining two elements are same, into x1 x2 0, 0. So after further simplified, I got the value as I got the eigenvalues as 4 and 1. Okay, so I hope you understood how to how to find an eigenvalue and eigenvector. So those are the simple questions what they are going to ask in a GATE exam. And apart from that, they may even ask you regarding normalizing the eigenvector. So here you have, what you have to do is that each element of eigenvector matrix has to be divided. We'll see that further. Let us first see the properties of eigenvalues. Now let us consider that if lambda 1, lambda 2 up to lambda n are the eigenvalues of A, then k into lambda 1, k into lambda 2 and k into lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of scalar multiple of a matrix. So here if you have a matrix A whose eigenvalues are lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3, then if you have the same matrix with a scalar, then their eigenvalues or their roots will be a multiple of k. Okay, and here if you have lambda 1 to 3, lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 as an eigenvalues of A, then 1 by lambda 1 minus comma 1 by lambda 2 comma 1 by lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of its inverse, means A inverse matrix. Okay, and if lambda, lambda 2, lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of A, then lambda 1 power k, lambda 2 power k, lambda 3 power k are the eigenvalues of A power k matrix. Okay, then the next property is like eigenvalues of A is equals to eigenvalues of A transpose, right? Okay, so this is an important property of an eigenvalues, that sum of eigenvalues is nothing but the trace of matrix. So what is trace of matrix? Trace of matrix is nothing but sum of diagonal elements. What I just wrote here down. Okay, and so now let us see the next property. If lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of A, then determinant of A by lambda 1 comma determinant of A by lambda 2 comma determinant of A by lambda 3 are the eigenvalues of adjoint of A. So how you find the adjoint of A? Where you have to find, first you have to find the minor, then you have to cofactor it, then the transpose of cofactor is nothing but an adjoint of A, right? So you have to remember that adjoint of A eigenvalues are this one, determinant of A by lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. Okay, where you have to note that A should be a non-singular matrix. Alright, okay, now let us see the next property is nothing but maximum number of eigenvalues is equals to the size of A. Okay, like if you see in this problem that the size of a matrix is 2 by 2. Okay, so even here we got the values of lambda, means the eigenvalues as 2. So if at all the order of this matrix is 4 by 4, then we will get the eigenvalues as 4 by 4 values. If it is 7 by 7 matrix, then you will get an eigenvalues, 7 eigenvalues you will get. So it depends on the size of the matrix. Okay, so hope you understood that one. Now let us take the next property, which is nothing but the product of eigenvalues is equals to determinant of A. Yes, that is true. It has been asked in many GATE questions that if you just multiply it, like let us take the above example, we have 2 eigenvalues over here, which is nothing but 1, 6. So if you take the product of this matrix, okay, 1 into 6, which is equal to 6, then if you take the determinant of this particular matrix, like 5 into 2 is 10 minus 4, so 10 minus 4 is 6. So here you can see that the determinant of A is 6, and here the product of the eigenvalues is also 6. Okay, so I hope you got this property, that product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of A, where A should be a singular matrix. And the next property is, in a triangular matrix and diagonal matrix, the eigenvalues are diagonal elements themselves. Right. So in last of my videos, matrices, you might have seen the triangular matrix and diagonal matrix. So triangular matrix, what I have explained in last video, is like upper triangular and lower triangular, So in that particular triangular matrix, whatever principal diagonal elements you have, those are nothing but your diagonal elements, sorry, those are nothing but your eigenvalues of that particular triangular or diagonal matrix. Okay, now let us see the next property. If A and B are two matrices of same order, then the matrix A, B and B, A will have the same eigenvalues. Okay, right. So now let us see up to this point, up to this explanation, how many questions have been appeared in GATE exam. Like in 2016, the question number 29 is like, consider a matrix M is equals to 5, 3, 3, 5 and normalize the eigenvector corresponding to the smallest eigenvalue of a matrix M. So I hope you remember in the previous explanation, means just 2 minutes before I said you about normalizing eigenvector. So we are going to see in this particular problem. So options are root 3 by 2, 1 by 2, root 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2. Okay. And the second question in 2017, question number 32 is eigenvalues of this particular matrix, which is very easy. They have been asked in 1 mark question. They are given this option. And the 2019 second question is, let lambda 1 and lambda 2 be and two eigenvalues of matrix A is equals to 0, minus 1, 1, 1. Then sum of two eigenvalues and product of two eigenvalues are respectively. Okay, so although I have tried very different thing to solve this, but the simple thing what you can do by using this property is like sum of eigenvalues is equals to trace of a matrix. Okay, so I will just show you what students will normally do on mistakes regarding this question is like okay, yeah, like I perform here one operation, okay, which is obviously wrong. Although whole of my problem is wrong, I have considered different values here, but I will just tell you the simple answer for it. Within fraction of second you can consider that. Like here it is given sum of eigenvalues. So by using property, you can see over here is sum of eigenvalues is nothing but trace of a matrix. So what is trace of a matrix? Sum of diagonal elements. So here the diagonal elements are 0 and 1. So 0 plus 1 is nothing but the 1. So sum of these diagonal elements is nothing but the sum of eigenvalues, and the product of eigenvalues is nothing but the determinant of A. Okay, so if you take the determinant of this particular matrix, which is nothing but AD divided by A into D minus BC, so 0 into 1 is 0, minus of 1 into minus 1, which is nothing but 1. So here I got the product of eigenvalues as 1 and the sum of eigenvalues as 1. So both the values are 1. So finally I got the answer as 1 and 1. Okay. Although I took why I am showing you this here is a lot of people do such kind of mistakes. What I did over here. Okay. So you have to avoid these mistakes, right? So now let us see the question number 32. The eigenvalues of 1432 are. It is very simple logic. First we have to take the characteristic matrix as A minus lambda I, then you have to write the equation as the characteristic equation as A minus lambda I determinant is equals to 0. Then we have to solve that particular equation. Then after solving that particular equation, I got the value as lambda equal to minus 2 comma 5. So the equation is, the answer is minus 2 comma 5. So this is the answer, right? Now let us take the first question. Consider a matrix M equal to 5, 3, 3, 5. The normalized eigenvector corresponding to the smallest eigenvalue of matrix M is. Okay. Yeah. So here is the question. M equal to 5, 3, 3, 5. So first I have determined, or first I have identified the eigenvalues of this particular matrix, which is nothing but 8, 2. right? So here he is asking normalize eigenvalue of the smallest, normalize eigenvector of the smallest eigenvalue, and the smallest eigenvalue among these two is obviously a 2, right? 2 is the smallest eigenvalue. So by using that I am just normalizing the eigenvector. So to find normalized form of eigenvector, we should divide each number by its sum of each element. So now let us see the eigenvector corresponding to eigenvalue lambda equal to 2. So I'm just keeping lambda equal to 2 in the above equation, above system, which is nothing but a minus lambda I into x equal to 0. So 5 minus 2, 3, 3, 5 minus 2, x1, x2 is equal to 0, 0, 0, right? So that I got as 3, 3, 3, 3, x1, x2 is equal to 0, 0. In system of equation we got as 3 into x1, 3 into x2, 3x2 equal to 0. Similarly with the next row. So by solving these two equations, we got as x1 is equals to minus x2, where I took here x2 equal to alpha. You can take x1 equal to alpha. Okay. So if I take x2 equal to alpha, then automatically x1 will become minus alpha, right? So I have just substituted, I just got the final value as minus 1, 1. So now I am normalizing these particular vector. Okay. So minus 1 divided by under root of sum and square and sum of each eigenvector. Okay. To normalize, we have to first square each eigenvector and we have to sum that eigenvector under the square root. Okay. So over here you can see that my eigenvectors are minus 1 and 1. So under root of minus 1 square plus 1 square, which gives you minus 1 by root 2. 1 divided by same minus 1 square plus 1 square. So 1 by root 2. So the normalized eigenvector are nothing but minus 1 by root 2 or 1 by root 2. So what will be the answer? What will be the final answer for this? Root 3 is not there. Root 3 is not there. Okay. And they both are positive, so even this option cannot be there. So here I have 1 and minus 1, but although in answer I got as minus 1 and 1. Okay, here you can see I got minus 1 and 1. So no need to get worried, because I took x2 is equals to alpha. So because of that I got minus 1 by root 2. If I would have take x1 equal to alpha, then I would have get 1 by root 2 by minus 1 by root 2. Okay. So if you take x1 as alpha, then you will get the exact answer as 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. So this is end for today's video. Hope you like this video. If you like so, then press like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel Petroleum Universe, and press the bell icon to get a latest notification of my videos. And, if you have any queries or any requests, you can use my comment box. That's an end of today's video. Hope you like it. We'll meet in next video. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye bye.